Welcome to Hamilton Island, Australia for day 4 of this international regatta. I'm Dean Miller. With only one day of racing under our belts, foul weather has kept our competitors on the beach and spectators left wanting. While the sailors on a day like today will adapt to the conditions, it becomes a greater challenge for the spectator to engage. But not if you're watching the SAP 5O5 World Championship. For this event, SAP have created this fantastic sailor and spectator lounge where you can analyse your previous day's performance using the SAP Business Intelligence tools or follow the race live in comfort using your iPad or iPhone.
As a spectator, sometimes it's hard to follow the sailing just because it's really far away, and even if you're out on the water, it's hard to watch the boats because, I mean, they're sailing so far away from you, it's just hard to get a feeling of what's really going on out there.
Katie's husband, Brian Haynes, cruised with skipper Ted Conrads on USA 8878. After day 1, they finished second on 9 points in a three-way tie with the Aussie team of Sandy Higgins and Paul Marsh, AUS 8946, and Americans Mike Holt and Carl Smith, USA 9002.
It was a very exciting day. We were pleased with how we did. A little surprised, to be honest.
You know, being this early in the event, we just have to, sail conservatively and try to stay in there with the top guys. It's great being up there with them, but we just have to continue to sail, a good event to stick with them.
Katie was first introduced to the SAP Live Mashup last year at the 2010 SAP 5O5 World Championship in Aarhus, Denmark.
It was great, I mean, because I could just stay inside in the tent and didn't have to keep trying to find a ride out to the racecourse every day, and I could still follow along with all of Brian's performances out on the water.
The official forecast, day 4 of the 2011 SAP 5O5 World Championship, is 20 to 25 knots of southeasterly breeze and seas to 2.2 metres. Conditions seem to have eased slightly this morning, so it looks like the fleet will get away. Yeah. How do you think the other competitors, perhaps the tail end, will handle the conditions out there today? Because the sea's quite big.
Look, it's challenging, but I think they'll be fine.
Yeah. James, in heavier air, harder work for you as crew?
Oh, absolutely, but we love it. I'm one of the biggest guys out there, so we can't wait to get out there. We've been sitting around waiting for this. We've been hoping to get out there in this pressure, and now we're going to be out there.
So Wolfgang, you must be happy that we're going racing today.
Yeah, very much. So we can have fun on the water, breeze it very much, and I think all the spectators and also back home, they will see nice pictures from the 505 racing.
Day 4, race 3. We've had the rain, let's go.
Day 4, race 3, 2 races planned on the track today. Dean Miller, Pip Pearson coming to you live from Hamilton Island, Australia for the 2011 SAP 5O5 World Championship. We're out on the track, ready for a start in this race. Pip Pearson, who do you think will take it out?
Well, it could be any one of quite a few, but with Harry Hamlin being the Pathfinder, a previous world champion, he'll have a clear air start, so he's always the man to beat on any racetrack. Mike Martin was out practicing yesterday. He was the 2009 world champion, and of course Wolfgang Hunger from Germany, our current world champion and the winner of race 1 and 2. Any of those 3 are obviously hot favourites, but really any one of 10 or 12. So let's get to it.
Yep, we've been beach bound for 3 days. The sailors are ready to go. Let's go racing.
Now you'll hear the gun go. Howie's away.
A traditional 505 gate start had the boats back on the water for only the second day of sailing at this year's regatta. There was plenty of variation in the wind direction from the get-go, which saw the fleet spread right out in the upwind beach of the weather mark and had them punching into a sloppy coral sea. So it's USA, Great Britain, Australia, Germany in this, the 3rd race of the SAP 505 World Championships for 2011. Rounding the top mark saw the boats really loaded up. With taut spinnakers and crew on the gunnels almost as far back as the helmsman, the little 5Os clocked up downwind speeds of 20 knots. While crews revel in perfect racing conditions, spectators can watch live streaming of the event on the 505 SAP World Championship website, send SMS messages or use the SAP tracking to follow the action while staying high and dry in the SAP competitor and spectator lounge.
As Holty and Carl Smith come across the finishing line now at 1 hour and 2 minutes and 9 seconds, he's the winner.
So at the end of race 3, the first to cross was USA 9002 Holton Schmidt, followed by Malloy and Turner from Great Britain 9056, and in third, Hunger and Kleiner from Germany 9027. It's true what they say, practice does make perfect. The winner of race 3, Mike Holt, Carl Smith from the USA.
You're dead right, Dean, it sure does. Experts in heavy weather, they practice all summer for these sort of conditions.
For the beginning of race 4, the ebb tide cleaned up the track and a rolling southeasterly swell began to develop. The showers ceased, the wind came on, and the fleet were led through the gate by the American pairing of Conrads and Haynes, USA 8878.
The first boat coming through the gate is the Australian guys from Sydney. This is their first year in the 505, 8738.
Almost the entire fleet headed off on starboard tack, while the little Pathfinder continued on port, which proved to be a clever tactical move.
One hour, 4 minutes and 7 seconds.
It's a great win to the Australian pair. Sandy Higgins, Paul Marsh in Australia 8946 in first position. A terrific day for Australian sport, with the Socceroos beating Germany in a footy friendly earlier today, and the Aussie pairing of Sandy Higgins and Paul Marsh taking out race 4 right here at the SAP 505 World Championship. And welcomed home to Catseye Beach by their very excited friends and family.
Absolutely stoked, yep.
Especially after race 3. Very important.
Checking the leaderboard at the end of day 4, we've got the German pairing of Hunger and Kleiner holding out on top on 5 points, followed by Holt and Smith from the USA on 7 points. Aussies Higgins and Marsh sit in third on 8 points, followed by Conrads and Haynes on 11, and Hamlin and Zinn on 14.
Brian made a great call on the last run as the breeze went way right to do a jibe set, and that got us back into the race, and we finished second.
Good day, yeah, good day. It's always a good day for us.